Lord of the Rings action, Lord of the Rings RTS. You know me. I love me some Lord of the Rings as well. I was actually just watching the movies a couple of weeks ago. Hold on, let me get my bearings. We got the title. We gotta change the game, of course. How you guys doing? Hope you enjoyed a little bit of Lord of the Rings RTS. Now we're going back to Warcraft 3, of course, the best RTS of all time. So, by the way, this week, of course, it is a new week. Wonderful Monday to all of you. I hope you have a good start into the week so far. Mine is pretty decent. Didn't sleep too well, honestly, last night. It is getting hot again where I live, brother. The next 3 days are gonna be hot as fuck. 34 degrees plus. Hoo-wee. We're gonna be sweating. And yeah, I've been sweating a bit today already. Anyways, this week is hot for me, and also hot for the Korean Warcraft competition. It is another season of WSB. What is it, season 5, season 6? Season 6, in fact. Season 6, in fact. Trying to remember the champions of season 5 and 4. Season 5 was 1-0, right? And season 4 was Focus, right? Yeah, both were the finalists, or they both were finalists last 2 seasons. No, excuse me. Shit, no, that's not true. Wait. Didn't Focus win season 4? Was that season 3? It was season 3. Focus won season 3, and then season 4 and 5 going to 1-0. And today is the qualifiers for the WSB tournament. Now, as you may remember, WSB is the one tournament that unfortunately we're not allowed to cast live. We're going to be casting, I'm going to be casting VOD replay casting the games 1 day later because unfortunately they see us and Twitch as competition, so we cannot cast live with them, which is always a bit of a pain in the butt. But it is what it is. And yeah, today we have the open qualifiers. We're not really going to cover those too much. I guess they're rather closed qualifiers. In fact, one player already qualified into the main event of Season 6. And that was Moon. Beating Colorful 2-1. Oh, he tried the cool Firelight expansion. Didn't work. Sag. But he won with a standard. And then beating Chemico as well. Chemico, who also had a pretty good showing yesterday and all of the last weekend in the War 3 Champions season finals. Sini beating Elegant, okay. Hazy beating Soen. Seems like Hazy doesn't really play random in tournaments anymore. It seems like nowadays he rather plays either Orc or Elf. Understandable, I would say. Those are certainly his 2 best races. TH eliminated from the qualifier. And the main event always consists of the top 4 players, or top 4 players from the previous season are already seeded into the main event, I should say. And that is Sok, Focus, 1-0, and Kaho. 1-0, the only undead very often in this competition. No Lin this season. Sometimes Lin plays, but not every season in WSB. And yeah, the main event is going to be starting tomorrow. We're probably going to be able to cover that in the replay cast starting the day after tomorrow. I'm still going to have my eyes peeled to see if there's any show matches springing up today, which there often are. But if you don't have any show matches today, then we're going to be doing some ladder, which is why the title says Remo Ladder Adventures. Going to play a little bit of Direct Strike. Going to play a little bit of 1v1. Wait, is the title correct? Yeah, it is. All right. Ooh, dude, I can feel the house heating up again. In the summer blazing sun. I think in like 4 days or something, we're going to have a rainstorm finally. But yeah, it is getting unbearable. I have come to specifically notice where my threshold is to where it gets too uncomfortable. I feel like up to 31 degrees outside it's okay. I'm more of a 25 degrees fan kind of a guy. But when it gets above 31 degrees, like it is today in the next few days, it's a bit too much for me, guys. It's a bit too much for me. I wonder what it was like for our French friends over in France when they had, for like 1 or 2 weeks, at basically 40 degrees in many parts of the country. That was a rough time. I mean, also for us at 38, it was hot as hell. I think where Neo lives, up in northern Germany, it is a lot more chill at the moment. Literally more chilly, which I am very envious of. Okay, we got the first game here today. Wait, what do we got? Poland, Germany, China, Denmark, Germany, and France. So yeah, gonna start off with a little bit of direct strike, and then gonna try to play honorably again as the Orc race, where recently I've been experiencing a few setbacks, I feel like. Alright, what do we got here? I mean, this isn't bad. These guys are bad. Ooh, shade, okay. Alright. Alright. Could work out. So, I could go for Banshee Breaker. That's a good combo. Tanks, Chims, that's a good combo.
Summoning is complete.
I think I really need a ranged hero here. A ranged hero that stays alive behind the breakers and behind the tanks. If I don't get offered any ranged heroes, we might be in trouble.
Summoning.
What do I do? What do I do if I don't get ranged heroes? Spam mass ghouls and banshees, I guess.
Take your time. Look around. More gold is required. Hello. Summoning is complete. Can I help you?
Flex your biceps, I want to see what a real man looks like. That's, I'm not ready for that level of our relationship, Bidu. Next Rara Land, you have to prove to me that you're a serious man. Can you imagine that? Bidu trying to be serious? Okay, what do we got here? 4 footies? No, shit. 5 rules. Okay, now it's pure RNG who wins this fight. I think I'm winning. Barely lucky. Alright, cool. So ideally against ghouls, you want to have an AoE hero. Something like MK, Panda, Lich. Lich would be really, really good here. Lich would be the perfect hero. Lich or Blood Mage, I think. Okay, we're gonna save a little bit of gold here, get the hero ready for the wave after.
Hello.
Oh, he's got MK. Okay. Well, I'm gonna lose this wave, but I'm gonna own him pretty hard with Banshees, I think.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Oh, he's microing the Invis here. He's waiting for the ghouls to die, and then he's gonna use Invis on the MK, I guess.
More gold
Yeah.
is required. More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Oh, nice. We are barely winning. Very good.
Our brethren need assistance. More gold is required. Can I help you? More gold is required. More gold is required.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna lose here against the lightning shield. Guess I should be moving back as well. Yeah, I should certainly not make any more ghouls. I could commit hard into Ghoul Banshee, but the big issue is, if I do that too much, then destroyers will absolutely wreck me. Farseer or Shadowhunter, both are good. I think it's Shadow, probably. Better in the late game. Oh, he lost that wave. Badge.
Our brethren need assistance. More gold is required. Summoning is complete.
Oh, Keeper Banshee is very strong in the early game.
More gold is required.
Da.
More gold is required. More gold is required. Summoning.
Still losing that. Went for an orb of fire. I have to put one ghoul in front here. No, it's attacking the alchemist. That is not great news. It's gonna acid bomb me. That's also not great news. Either way, please. I really hope the orcs just run through. No, AMS didn't last long enough. Okay, dude, you need to win. You got Banshee's Keeper. We need you to win this pretty bad.
Summoning.
I did not win this before. He's against Warden as well. Seems like he should be set up to succeed here. Okay, now he's winning, right? Thank God. We almost lost the tower. That would have been bad. Can I afford this orb and more Banshees? No, right? I think I still need the orb, though. Shit. I can sell one ghoul, actually. Sell one ghoul and make another Banshee. And then we go tier 2. Why do you place your units on the black column? I don't know what you mean. Okay, he's got Priest for Dispel. Let's see if that's good enough. Good thing I got that Orb of Venom, by the way. Shit. Shit! I couldn't beat the wave. Fuck. That is not good. There's no way you can win this wave.
Hello.
Fuck. Yeah, MK is just so good. He was lucky enough to have Dispel on tier 2. If he didn't have tier 2 Dispel, I would have won pretty easily. Oh god, that's not the stack going on. Fuck.
Summon is complete. Summon.
He's got a Chim. That's not good enough. Our tower is going down.
I thirst for magic.
This tower is down for sure. Wait, is the tower not down maybe? Nope. I waited for the gold mine thinking the tower was gonna fall for sure. Shit, that was a mistake by me.
More gold is required.
Why doesn't he have all the venom though?
Summon. More gold is required. Summon.
Oh, he's got more guards. Yeah, I think the tower's still going down. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, okay. I guess it ended up being not a mistake. Not a good start for us. Should I sell the ghouls? Maybe. Gonna make a lot of breakers here. And tanks.
More gold.
And at some point, maybe
More
worms.
gold is required. Summon.
Oh man, they almost stacked actually. I should make tanks too early to make them overcommit to air units ideally.
gold is required.
Summon.
Gonna make some headhunters to pretend like we don't have better anti-air. Ooh, nice. My tags are gonna be really good later. They're good against Gargs. They're good against Wyvern.
More gold is required.
Summon is complete.
The Warlord should also be pretty good. Come to think of it.
The Blood Elves are waiting. Be quick. This man very clever. Be quick.
They're pretty high level, which is not great. Man. That one wave where, with the priests, he dispelled my AMS. Seems like that's what is deciding the game here.
Can I help you? Take your time. Around. Hello.
Didn't clear the wave. That's not good.
Can I help you?
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Is complete.
Can I help you?
Summon.
Oh, I think we're just dead. Yep. Man, that was a very short game. Not even 20 minutes. Was there anything I could have done better there? Not really, to be honest. I opened ghouls, obviously. He had MK counters ghouls. I go banshees to counter his MK. I have a pretty good time for a short while with the AMS. I add... Maybe Farseer would have been better. Then again, not really. He had tier 2 Dispel. And my allies unfortunately weren't able to win the waves early game to make it a bit easier. That's how it goes sometimes. Direct Strike can be very random. WSB qualifier still going on. Oh, BBC finally back to streaming. Wasn't streaming for a couple of days, which is quite unusual. What is this saying right here? Are we gonna get a show match later, maybe? Alright, we got Germany, America, Russia, America, Germany. Oh, we are gonna have a show match. Nice. Life versus Focus is gonna be happening later. Life in Focus, of course. We're also the finalists of W3 Champions Season 24 finals yesterday. What a crazy run Focus was on. It was 5 map losses in a row into 7... No, wait. 5 into 6 map wins in a row. 5 losses straight into 6 wins straight by Focus yesterday to win it. We had a 3-0 and a 4-0 and a 2-0, couple of one-sided series, but also a 3-2. Epic comeback by Focus against 40. Okay, we can enter that here already. Live Focus show match at 5:30 EST. Looking at the admin group right now. There should be 2 games here. Who's the other guy? Life versus Focus. And it's supposed to be colorful. This is normally where Stufka comes in to save me. Be colorful against somebody. Okay, so this should be the last game, and then we're gonna go into the show match. Probably. Okay. What do we have this time? Grunt Shaman, good. This is good. Good. Good, this is good, this is good, this is all pretty good. Don't need that. Also good, this is bad. Alright, that looks pretty good. was 7 wins in a row? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Won the best of 5, 3 maps, and then 4 maps in the grand final, 7 maps in a row. So sick. 5 losses into 7 wins in a row by Focus yesterday.
More gold is required.
Summoning
Can I help
is
you?
complete.
Hello. Take your time. Look around. Can I help you?
More gold is required.
Grunts are very good in the second position. They normally always win first wave. Unless they get very unlucky with targeting against like 5 ghouls.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete.
My army's really high cap. Inner Fire, Bloodlust, Statues, Destroyers. Just my front line isn't that good. Grunts are meh. Okay, my opponent didn't build anything. That means either footies or hunts normally, or tier 3 rush.
Take your time. Look around.
Pretty weak against tier 3 rush.
What you want?
Could be good old Bear's Guards. When do you upgrade Goldmine? When do you build units? You always upgrade the first Goldmine immediately. And the second Goldmine, if you're a beginner, you only ever upgrade second Goldmine when their tower falls or when your tower falls. Basically, when the first tower falls, you upgrade the second Gold. And when you're winning quite hard, you can also go for a third Gold. Okay, there's the MK.
Our brethren need assistance.
Can I help you?
Make some Vagabonds against that.
Can I help you?
Yeah, Vagabonds are good here. Normal damage against the Mountain King.
Complete.
Oh, bad.
Should I
Can I go
someone
bottom
up?
here? Nah, I'm gonna go Dreadnought actually.
Hello.
Summoned to waste my time.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Take your time. Look around. Take your time. Look around.
Summoning is complete.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete.
Nice. It'll be a pretty close fight here, I imagine. Oh, maybe not that close. Maybe we're getting owned. Playing against Hunts. Against Strides, I mean. We're actually stacking. tier 2 already. What the hell? Yeah, blue building back was really good here for us. We could catch up with him.
Can I help you? Hello?
Stand and deliver.
Point blank.
Take your time. Look around.
I await your counsel.
So far, so decent. Yeah, I am with Orb of Venom makes sense here against the Dryads.
Master? Yes? You
Shit, I think he's gonna lose though. No!
Take your time. Look around.
Alright, I guess I'm not vagabonds.
Can I help you?
That sucks.
Take your time. Look around.
Black Arrow's really good here. Come on, buddy. Some skellies.
more gold is required.
Summon is
Now we got Banshees. Fuck. Fuck. That's not good. Now he's got rifles. Seems like that's a bit late.
More gold is required.
Got so many Dryads. Holy
Gold
shit.
is required. More gold is required.
summon
Things are really good against the rifles here.
More gold is required. More gold.
Bedlord, where the hell are you going? Actually, that's not too bad. I'm actually killing the back line. Okay, he's got Dispel.
How can I help?
summoning is complete.
Dude, the Mass Rides are so annoying. Oh. Looks like he's lagging out. 2 versus 3 is actually quite the advantage for the guys with 2.
More gold is required.
Oh, yeah, that was a draw. Okay. Okay, next try. We got Germany, Germany, Germany. Oh, Team Germany. Russia, Italy, Germany. The middle position I think I also like the most. Third position, you oftentimes get cheesed. First position is also okay. 1 and 2 I like the most. Oh, almost looked like a connection bug. Oh. I got perfect Beagarics here.
Take your time. Look around. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Beagarics.
Hello? Hello? Take your time. Look around.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. Couple of Garics, and then a lot of bears. He only made 2 grunts. That is very, very unusual. This guy stream sniping? Normally nobody only makes 2 grunts. Mr. Berlusconi, if you're stream sniping, then stop it now. Your name is normally only very honorable, as we know. There's something I can do here, though. I'm sure we lose that one. Yep.
Hello? Can I help you? Can I help you?
Make one of these guys. Yeah, right? I think so.
Summoning
Hello.
is complete. Summoning is
Should
complete.
I mess someone up? Take your time. Look around.
Summoning is
Let's see if he magically has the perfect army against me. Oh, he's got a Pit Lord.
Our strength is yours.
our brethren's town is under attack.
Our time is yours.
I cannot summon.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Summoning
I'm awake. I'm awake.
We keep losing so far. Not great. Let's get Banshees though. They're gonna be really good.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete.
AMS, please. There we go, AMS. Yeah, we should win this for sure.
More gold is required.
That's good.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete.
Lot of guns here. Okay. That vehicle, of course, fantastic here. Okay. All right, it's good news.
Where will I strike?
Take your time. Look around.
Could, however, spread out my guards a little bit. Take less from the rain of fire, ideally.
Our time is short. Force.
I don't think I can make it to master training. That flame strike is good. Good damage right there. I think we should still win this wave.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete.
Yeah. Winning it pretty easy.
More gold is required.
Also a statue. God, if only I had 50 more gold, this would be so good here.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Oh, it's so close. Kill him. Jesus.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Summoning.
Okay, now it's pretty easy. We just make a lot of layers.
Stand and deliver. What you got?
Why no hero? With this strat, you gotta get to Gargs and to Bears fast. There's no time, no money for a hero. When we're winning heavily and I have a big bear army, that's when I can go for a hero. I should make one Frostworm, actually. Well. One worm, simply for the slow, is so good. Need a walk. I think that's the right units. Pretty sure that's not the right units. Taking quite a while to kill this guy, though. He's investing in Pit Lord items. He's got a belt as well. One A-bomb for Disease Cloud. Nah, not good. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but it seems to me like Disease Cloud is pretty bad in this game.
More gold is required.
Summoning is complete.
They might be losing the tower here. Yeah, I think they do lose the tower, don't they? Yep.
I'm away.
Our brethren need
Whose
assistance.
order shall I strike?
Pretty easy game here so far.
I cannot summon. I cannot summon.
Hello.
Oh, they might be GGing out already, which honestly is kind of understandable. Might even beat this wave. My wave here is really strong at the moment. Running tower though. I guess not.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Summoning is
Okay. And now we're really damn far ahead actually. Now I can add a hero. Can I make a bear and a hero? Might not have enough money actually. Just make one more Garg
complete.
and then the hero. Trying to go worms against Gargs, probably not the best idea. Doesn't seem like this guy is countering my strat too well.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is
Some Dragonhawk would actually be really good here. Because my opponents both have Frostworms. The problem with Dragonhawks though is if you have Dragonhawks to tackle the big air units, normally they make some smaller air units like Gargs and Hippogriffs and whatever else. And then usually they end up not being very effective at all.
Look around.
Research complete.
Tally is good.
Summon is complete.
Can I
Summon
help you?
is complete.
Yeah, we are very far ahead here. I can just go for a third gold mine. Like, in a position like this, where you're really far ahead, and even if you go for a gold mine, you spend this 250 on no army, there's no danger of you losing control, of you losing the wave. That's when you can also go for
More gold is required.
that third
More
gold.
gold is required.
You could be making warlords.
Can I help you?
I feel like warlords are never bad. Could be good enough investment. Maybe some items for the Pally first. Pally's also really good in the late game. If the Divine Shield stays alive, you can get very, very tanky on high levels, especially with belts.
Take your time. Look around.
Second statue might be good as well. Attack upgrade. Inform.
I am not afraid. Our brethren need assistance. Let me face the devil.
I think one more guard just to have a nice
Summon
even
is
number.
complete.
I like to have it all a little symmetrical.
Our brethren need assistance.
Droids would be good against worms. Sort of. Droids are only good when there's nothing left except for worms. If it's a full army against a full army, Droids don't attack worms, because units only attack other units that can attack them as well.
Time is short. At your call.
Unless there's no other targets.
Take your
More
time.
gold
Look
is
around.
required. More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
Summon is
So I like it. 6 bears, 8 Gargs, 2 worms, 2 assassins, 2 statues. Yeah, I really don't need anti-ground here, to be honest. I just need anti-air. This might be the best game ever for playing Dragonhawk Riders, actually.
Our brethren need assistance.
Let's do that. Make some Dragonhawks. I probably don't want to make too many of them, though.
More gold is required.
summon is complete.
brethren need assistance.
What is it?
Yeah, building back here might actually be a good idea.
My strength is yours. My strength is yours.
Moment.
Hello.
Summon is complete.
Take your time. Look around. Mess someone up.
We have built.
I am control. Where shall I go?
Dude, I would love it so much if there was a button in Direct Strike where you could click whole army to the left, whole army to the right. Move it easily, because it's always a bit of a pain in the ass.
Our brethren need assistance.
A good call by him for me to walk back so I don't run so much into the main. I can stack with him. And especially Pally with Divine Shield is amazing for stacking.
Take your time. Look around. What you got? Hello.
I'm gonna get some more belts. Make this Pally very strong. We're owning really hard right now. Holy shit, he's got so many bats. What the hell? Why does he have so many bats? Against the worms, I guess? Little bad riders. Boom, 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 boom. Almost nothing left of the wave.
Time. Look around.
I am gonna run into the tower again, sadly. Because otherwise, wave dies so fast. Maybe I should make some water tubes. Just damage the main. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Gold is required. Hello.
Would you want to kill?
Seems like a pretty one-sided game here as well. At the top of the screen in the UI, you can see how much center control the teams had. We had 18 minutes. They didn't even quite have 3 minutes of center control. This, of course, means we made a lot more money. Pitlord might be close to level 6, but my army is certainly strong enough to beat his level 6. Pitlord ult is okay,
What would you ask of me?
but it's one of the worst ults I would play in the game. Level 6, that's nice. We can add a second hero.
Required. More gold is required.
Oh, wait. So the only nice thing is, when the waves aren't owned that hard, you can wait for your ally to arrive, and your Divine Shield runs out, and then you use the ultimate, and then you're rezzing units into the wave of your ally. But since we're owning too hard, this isn't really happening right now.
Where do you want us? Let's get to fighting.
Death Knight second, hell yeah.
Someone
I am pleased.
at your call. Let me face the peril. At your call.
You know what to do.
In that case, we're going to move back in front, because now we're going to be arriving very early. DK and Pally are two of the best late game heroes. Ults are good, but not insane, but the auras and the Divine Shield that they provide, and also the ability to tank well with Orb are
We can't build.
very, very, very good.
Where shall I
We
start?
can't build them.
My strength is yours. No, no, I'm awake. I'm awake. You say something.
Bow to your masters.
Be quick. Winds guide. Our brethren need assistance. Mess someone up. What you want? Show us a
Alright, let's make everything nice and tidy.
Your will
Let's get to fighting.
is not your own.
Our brethren need assistance.
And the more the DK levels, the faster I arrive here, the more damage I can do to the main. I'm waiting for him to engage, and now we use the ult. Corpse is already gone, but ideally, that's when you use the ult, and then part of your army resurrects to fight with the ally.
Take your time. Look around. Take your time.
Let's get a lot of units. I could use the tornado as well against the main. That does damage here also to buildings. Do you ever tell units a direct strike? I rarely know the meta of it. Yes, sometimes you do, but you lose value. So most of the time you don't want to do it. But if you have, for example, ghouls or footies, and they're really useless at that point in the game, which can happen against like mass AoE, then sometimes you can do it, but it is very rare. For the most part, you don't want to do it. Let's use the ult right here. I think this is the first time I used the ult this entire game.
Our brethren need assistance.
Get 2-1 upgrades, strong heroes. I would be shocked if we lose this game.
Not your own.
This kind of looks like an unlosable game. He's microing the bats. We're going to detonate against unnecessary targets. I think you should use the tornado against the second wave.
More gold.
uses old Stiddy right there, the Pit Lord.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold.
He's got hit for grips. Against that, ads could be really, really good.
Can I help you?
More damage to the main with a flame strike. Slowly but surely, we're bringing down the enemy's fortress. Second hero. Not really good, but Naga. Okay, I guess. Warden close to 6. If you get a fast level 6 Warden, she's really strong, but she falls off more and more, or at least her ult falls off more and more in the late game. She herself, with high level and good items, can actually be really good to stack with the ally. But the ult, this point in the game.
Summon is complete.
Maybe we can properly stack with the ally this time. And use the resurrection ult perfectly.
Summon is
Nice, so tanky.
Our brethren need assistance.
Hello! Show us a target.
Hello?
More gold is
Okay,
required.
is this GG? Not yet. Almost. Wait,
To your master.
we went for Kaga's pipe?
Our brethren
That's right.
Our brethren need assistance.
Who'd you want to kill?
More gold is required.
9 Pally, let's go. Oh. Resing the mortar teams. Oh. 90 HP, 80 HP, 50 HP. Hey, mortar teams. All right. The win here, well done. He says to himself. And I think the time should be perfect here to start into our show matches now in a moment. So, this way I have to get out of 3 champions. And now it's time for Nettie's action. I can make it into the lobby still. But I'm trying to get in the lobby. Why doesn't it work? It work? Okay, I got invited. It's super laggy. Can't get in. They sat without me. Okay. Fuck. Just a few seconds away. Sometimes KK platform is very laggy for the Westerners. Okay, seems like the first map we're gonna have to do with the restream, unfortunately. But we have right timing. Not missed anything. Okay, I changed the theme title as well real quick. Okay. One second, guys. 1 second. We're gonna jump in here in a moment. Okay, here we have it. First show match of the day. There should be 2 show matches total today. It is the rematch from yesterday's WC3. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Season 24 finals grand final. It's Life against Focus, and they meet now again. Hold on. Gotta ask the admin. Because it's not quite clear who the other guy is. Ah, it's gonna be the winner against Colorful. I see. Alright. Alright, that makes sense. Life versus Focus here now, and then the winner against Colorful after. So, played against Demon Hunter, of course, in the early game. In the finals yesterday of War 3 Champions, it was very interesting where in the upper bracket, it was Life getting a 3-0 win, seemingly demolishing Focus there. And then in the rematch, grand final, It was a 4-0 win for Focus. The other way around. I mentioned it earlier. Focus was in the upper bracket, lost 3-0, then dropped to the lower bracket against 40, lost the first 2 maps there as well, so he was 0-5, and then he wins the next 3, reverse sweep against 40, and then after the reverse sweep, with 3 map wins consecutively, goes into the grand final 4-0, 7 map win streak total. 5 loss streak into 7 win streak. Crazy. And so Focus is the reigning, defending Warcraft 3 Champion Season Finals champion. Items here for the blade early on are not looking that good. No damage boost yet. Oh, gets 1 steal though. That's not too bad. Despite the dust, getting that experience. Life's inventory so far looking a bit better with that circlet and mantle and gloves. And of course we know what to expect in this matchup. It is quite similar most of the time. Blade Shadow, Radar Walker Kodo, and Demon Keeper Dryad Bears. Life now creeping the enemy shop. Really wants to get at least 1 ring of protection for this Demon Hunter here. Having no ring is pretty painful. Let's see if he gets it here. Yes, he does. Ring picked up. That's a big help. Focus. He loves to go for the Merc Camp at nighttime. Loves to do it. Picks up the Berserker. Always a great addition, especially against Dryads. The Heal Ward also creeping this easily. And it's going to be level 3. Almost achieved for both players. Demon needs a tiny bit more. We're going to get that here at the green camp. Sold the mantle, by the way. Oh, Blade Master thinking about the lab creep. That would be ambitious. But with a heal ward here, he is feeling ambitious. Demon comes in. Big mana burn right away. Demon low HP, but now also low mana for the Shadow Hunter. Focus really wants this item. He loves picking up these items. Does he have enough power here? Staying power to get it. Last hit steal would be sick. Oh, he got it! Stole the last hit with a Keeper. Item goes to Focus. Rope with the Magi, but that's big experience. Look at the Shadow Hunter. Only 1.3. Keeper now 1.6. The Grunt went down as well. And I think Life's position is better here. Demon inventory is okay. Blade inventory is bad. It's going to be the Shadow Hunter's inventory is going to be insane, though. Going to be given +9 int. That is amazing. Yeah, this is going to be a very underwhelming blade. That much is sure. Didn't know if I wanted to say sure or certain there. Surely certain. Double ring. There we go. Demon now looking pretty good. Blade gonna pick up Invo Potion. Man, this is a sad Blade Master inventory. Focus got both items from the middle. That is normally a great sign, but he lost the Grunt. Got a weak Blade. I think this is still a Life favorite position, but perhaps not by much. Big Invo Potion for the Demon is also amazing. You can use that and possibly use 2 rejuves on top of it to have him healing and then it being uncancelable, of course. When you're invulnerable, rejuve cannot be dispelled. Very early AP here against the Orc Expo. Shadowhunter found another mana item. If he buys mana potions and drops all these items on the ground to then use mana potion, the efficiency would be insane. He would get like at least 200 mana then from a normal mana potion. 2 units sent to the AP, but that weakens Focus's main force. He doesn't want to fight these Dryads right now, I think. Ooh, Blade thinking about a steal. The last hit, but not the item. Focus doesn't have Kodos yet either, by the way. I feel like Life's next fight, next push with 50 is going to be very strong. Very hard for Focus to stop, I imagine. No level 3 yet for that Shadow. Blade only has level 1 crit as well, so this is... It's one of the weaker Blades I've seen perhaps all year long. Ring, Invuln. No Circlet, no Claws, no Gloves. Oh, and the Burrow's gonna go down. Forcing out the TP. Orc now supply blocked. Great Hall and Burrow are finishing pretty soon, but it's still taking a little while here. Shadowhunter needs to get that other green camp to hit the level 3. I could go for 2 valuable creep camps right now, the orange and the red. Focus is aiming for the red, though. This could make for a creepjack. Beautiful wisp position here for Life. He had the wisp there next to the red. Focus may want to think twice about going in there. Oh my god, look at the demon items. Big invul, big healing, double ring, and circlet. This demon is insanely hard to kill. When he has the creepjack and Focus gives up on the granite. This should be an easy item going the Night Owl's way. Oh my god, this fight is looking terrible for Focus. This fight is looking terrible. But if the creeps attack the Night Elf, all of a sudden it might look better. Big mana burn on the Shadow. He has some mana still left, but only level 1 heal wave. Level 4 on the Demon. Yeah, this Night Elf Force looks so much stronger. Bringing in tons of wisps as well. Oh, the Kodo gets caught with the Entangle. Classic. Shadowhunter picks up double heal scroll. And now no speed scroll anymore to get away. One bear gonna take care of these peons here, and it shouldn't take long either. Look at the blade. 86 crit at this point in the game. That's just laughable. And every bear brings another rejuve. Oh, it is so glorious for the Night Elf. Yes, yes, yes. With rejuve, you have lots of healing. Well, you have to play bears. You need the healing. Seems to me like Life is going to lock in that first map win right here. Your expansion is technically up, but not really mining. Items. Items are so important in this matchup. And while the Shadowhunter got amazing items, Blade really, really, really didn't. I feel like you have to buy Circlet though on the Blade, don't you? Like, having Circlet so good in the early game, and also gives you so much security for the late game in case you don't get good items. Keeper has the big healing, shrugs off the damage. This game's done. GG. Focus calls it, and Life takes the 1-0. Okay. Oh. Time. Can I join through the lobby? Yes. Thank God. Okay. I'm in the lobby, boys. Seems like it'd be good to go here. How goes the orc adventure? Pretty well. It's pretty fun to play. I'm learning. It's a nice little bit of progress over time. That being said, though, last couple of days also, I've been losing a lot. So it's not just rainbows and sunshine. Still a lot for me to learn. The right builds, the right counts, the right timings, and all the different matchups. We got a ways to go. But I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to learning more and more about Orc over the next months and years. And when the new patch comes out, whenever that is, I think I also want to start practicing a bit with Human. Right. So, as I was told by the admins earlier, the winner of this game is going to be facing Colorful. Glad to see that you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's really cool. It plays very, very different from Undead. Obviously, all races are very different from each other. I always knew that, like, Undead is very hard in some ways, especially very, very micro demanding and timing dependent. But where Undead is so relaxed is, first of all, macro, pretty easy. Honestly, Orc, one base, also pretty easy macro, but a bit harder. But especially creeping. Oh my god. Creeping is so much more of a pain in the ass when you have heal salves. Undead with skellies and statues, creeping is the best. Unless you get harassed. Okay, in we go. Wait, the score is, of course, not 0-0. We're at 1-0. There we go. Finally back in the lobby. Back with the beautiful overlay and game sound. And how about we do some predictions? You guys in the mood for some predictions? Let's do it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looking like very normal openings here so far. Map 1, I think, was a really good showcase of how important items are in this matchup. You really need to have well-equipped first heroes. At least if your opponent has well-equipped first hero. If both players have fully equipped heroes, I think that's fine, but if you are looking a lot weaker than the opposition on the first hero, it's gonna make for a very tough game. This now is a good start for focus, and not a great start for life. 2 worst items for the Demon Hunter are gloves and cloak early game. We hope to not have to deal with that. Everything other than cloak is good, I think, or at least decent. Oh, it is cloak. Ooh. That is very unlucky.
A player's
The
forces
2
are under
worst
attack.
items. If Focus gets the slippers here, he gets the 2 best items. That would be pretty unfair. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Like, I wish we had perfect AI to be able to calculate win probabilities. But if we just consider these 2 first items, claws, gloves, claws, slippers against gloves, cloak, I think that must be skewing the win chances by at least like 10%. I would say. It makes such a difference.
A player's forces are
Circlet
under
also
attack.
goes to the Blade Master. He is so strong right now. But he doesn't have dust, so archers seems like they should be safe. Use the speed scroll here. Wants to use the reveal. Double reveal, by the way. Alright, 1 archer goes down, but it cost all of the mana. Thank you, Lajuk, with the raid. Hello, everybody. Look at the difference on the right clicks. Plus, of course, there's crit. And there's no evasion. It's taking a lot of moon juice here. This is a bad start for life. This is a really bad start. Blade Master can now easily heal up over time. Is he gonna buy another item? I feel like that might be overdoing it. His inventory is so good already. He could just save all the resources for tier 2. But okay, let's take a look. Claws again. Alright, plus 15. That is pretty damn scary. Crystal Ball. Hex the Natty. Giga Blade Master. This is exactly the start you dream of when you're the Orc player. Me as a newcomer Orc player, I can attest to this.
A player's forces are under attack.
The one downside is the blade now has 4 perfect items already. He's going to pick up Invuln later. So it only has 1 more slot for the entire rest of the game. If you find something like Claws plus 8 and maybe Talisman of Evasion. Or what about if you get Claws and Quel'Thalas? Where do you put the items? You're going to have to start giving some Claws to the Shadow Hunter, which is of course not really optimal. This is the second archer kill. Couldn't even deny because of the crit.
A player's forces are under attack.
Outstanding start for Focus here, clearly. Best item here would be Sobi, I think. Belt is not that good, I would say. Likely one for the shop. Oh, Focus is pretending to go back to the natural, but then he's turning around, certainly expecting life to be over here at the marketplace, and the timing, how good is it gonna be? There's a Hex on the Demon Hunter. They both want the item. Who's gonna get the experience? Goes to the Night Elf item as well. Not a bad good item, really. Mana Stone. We might have to TP out here in the end. Ooh, Entangle, making sure there's no nasty crits. TP forced. For certain. Ensnare cooling down, but Focus gonna fall back here, not looking for too many more kills. At some point, there will be time to creep the Natty. Seems like that point is now.
Forces are under attack.
Blade not that high level, but of course the items are still fantastic. Over here we got a ring +5. That's also really good for the blade. Not as good as for the demon because it doesn't protect against poison damage. That's why armor is so insanely good on the demon hunter, especially in this matchup.
A player's forces are under attack.
Because here there's no spell damage. Orcs don't have any spell damage except for shockwave, chain lightning, and a little bit of stomp. And I guess lightning shield, but that is never really a factor. Interesting that it's completely the other way around. Map 1, Shadowhunter had amazing items. Map 2, Blade has amazing items, and the Shadow so far has nothing. Looking at the Demon, what does he have? Double Slippers, Circlet, that's decent. He doesn't have amazing items. He doesn't have the double rings. He doesn't have the Talisman of Evasion. And over here we had Helm of Valor. Oh my god. Look at this blade, will you? Is he gonna go crit 2 here? We're pretty late in the game. I would say crit is the right call here now. Yeah, and now he can't even pick up the next item really. What is that? Ring? Yeah, he sold the ring +5, by the way. Certainly will not sell the Helm of Valor. It is the crit 2. Love to see it. 207 crit. That's without Kodo. Plus 20 damage. With the Kodo, we're getting to plus 25. Yeah. This blade might be too strong to stop. The way I see it, life has to kill the blade. If he doesn't kill the blade, there's no way he can win this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Life at 58 supply. He is keeping very even in the supply numbers. Look at that, even the Ancient of War is slowly moving into position to aid in the attack. Oh, 180 crit! And some good damage right there. Little disenchant. Interrupts the healing. Supply is still quite even. Alright, here we go. Mano y mano. Blade is taking a lot more damage here though, of course, with the bears chiming in. Don't want to waste the Evil Potion too early if you're the Blade. Ideally. Level 1 mana burn. Not that scary against the Shadowhunter, but there's still no mana left for a heal wave at the moment. Does he have it ready? Does he have it timed well? Yeah, there it is. Crit as well. Lots of damage suddenly on this demon. Heal Potion passed. And there's no staff for him, by the way. Invuln now on the Blade. But there's no healing either. Currently, the next Entangle could be quite scary. What about this Keeper? Double End Snare, Entangle perhaps against it? No, not quite. Life made this fight really close, actually. And it's not quite over yet. There's no mana left for Dispel right now. Demeter's fully healing up again from the Rejuve. Coming in with a heal scroll here. It is a lot of bears going down, though. It is a whole bunch of them saying night-night. One bear returns. No, actually not. That one was just digested. And I would love to get out one more heal wave here. Everyone's out of mana. I'm gonna call it though. GG. Considering the crazy blade he was up against, this was a pretty damn close fight. Made it competitive. He still had more damage on the demon, which is also kind of crazy. This was perfect Blade Master item, start to finish. But the demon still does more damage. That is the magic of immolation, of course. And thus, We got our series tied up. Who did you have voted for? Oh, you guys bet channel points with 84% on live. Uh-oh. Looks like you guys are losing a lot of channel points here because Focus was our winner. And now with the series tied, we're down to a best of 3. Or a play all 3, you might call it. This is, of course, a play all 5 series. This one and the next one. As I mentioned before, the winner of this is going to be facing Colorful in the second show match of the day. Oh, right. We didn't look at the results yet. WSB qualifier has ended. Our qualified players are, once again, a lot of Night Elves. Hazy, Moon, Colorful the Night Elves, and also Chemico, the one human. It could have been 4 Night Elves almost, if Elegant had won here. MK Tier 3 Triple Hero. He played on map 3. Yo, baller. MK being played quite a bit here by Chemico. Interesting. So we're going to have, in the main event, 4 Night Elves. Four Night Elves, 1 Undead, 1 Orc, 2 humans. Main event of WSB starting tomorrow. Little reminder, this is the one tournament, the Korean WSB tournament, that we're not allowed to cast live, but I'm going to be doing VOD replay casts of every single game. Or of every single day. If it's a lot of Night Elf mirrors, maybe gonna skip 1 or 2. 1-0 there, the defending champion at the moment. Map number 3. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Who's going to take the lead? Who's going to claim match point first? Hammerfall will give us the answer. Rematch indeed, like Kov is saying. This was the grand final yesterday in the Warcraft III Champions Season Finals. Season 24. And there was a 4-0 walloping from Focus. Before that, having gotten his ass kicked in the upper bracket final, 0-3. So Life was the 3-0 winner there. And then the 4-0 revenge in that grand final. Today we might have a much closer series. Maybe finally we're going to get a 3-2 and a 5th map decider. Of course, Blade and Demon have to be the heroes here. There's no other choice, because no other heroes are strong enough. I've never seen a tower rush in Warcraft 3. Is it the same concept as an Age of Empires? I'm not sure how it really works in Age of Empires, but in Warcraft 3, once upon a time, humans used to tower push a lot, all the time against orcs and against night elves, where they rush across the map and start building towers in the enemy base, and normally, at that point, they're stronger than the opponent. They set up towers, and when the towers are up, it's really hard to break that contain. This is very rare these days, though. Players have gotten really good at defending in general. Other units have been introduced, like headhunters, that make defending much easier. Nowadays, it's a very rare strategy. It's not like we never see it, but it's, yeah,
A player's forces are under attack.
very, very uncommon. Blade Master here. Picks up double heal, salve, and speed scroll. Gloves again for the demon. Again, not a very fortunate item. The timing could be perfect for the steal here, but if life goes for the camp, that would be pretty risky. He saw with the wisp there's no creeping here. That must tell him that there's a danger of the blade being exactly in this spot. Second wisp goes down. Oh, and there's no mana burn yet, of course. Immolation first, so Blade doesn't have to be worried about the burn just yet. So without level 2, there's also no crit so far. Very minimal creeping here at the beginning of the
A
game.
player's forces are under attack.
Oh, this is a nice creep though. I like that from life. Taking just the tiny green to get that level 2, which is a big level up already. Oh, if the blade steals it. Oh my god, that would be so crazy. Oh, the blade timing! Oh my god, he was a split second away. That would have been a huge steal. Instead, though, it's level 2 for the demon. And he's going to creep here at the green. Get the next item. Some archers might be in trouble here. We got the dust. We got the speed scroll. That's 1 kill. Might be 2 kills. Nah, it should be just the 1. Demon, what did he get? He got the ring. Alright, that's exactly what he wants. At least 1 ring you always want on the demon. That is just law. Killing a grunt here. Trapping him in the main would be great. But with the demon and the grunt fighting back, it's pretty hard to do. Demon would have to chase way too far to get this grunt kill. Can't really allow that. Taking a lot of moon juice here, by the way. Nighttime is still lasting for a good while, but the juice is certainly being taxed. Another wisp goes down. It's 3 wisps dying in the early game. Oh, misclick on the blade, attacking the tree. Blade is now very hurt, by the way.
A player's forces
Maybe the blade could be killed right now. It's level 2, though. This is a lot of losses for life, isn't it? 3 archers and 3 wisps. That's a disaster. Oh, Focus made 1 grunt too many. Whoops. Had to deny 1 to make the supply available for the shadow. The 1 loss Focus has this early game is from himself. Killing off that grunt by his own hand. But yeah, life losing 3 wisps and 3 archers. That is a disaster. Look at the lumber. When's he ever gonna get tier 3? Focus breaking into the main base. It's gonna be 1 easy cancel for sure. Forces out the TP by the demon. Can't save that lore. Other one should be fine though, at least. And the keeper isn't here yet. No entangle punish. Focus can just walk away. Dominant. Dominant early game here by the orc.
A player's
Focus has been known to be really strong against elf now for quite a while. All year long, he has been the best orc against night elf. I say that not with a heavy heart, but almost with a feeling of blasphemy, because as you guys know me, I'm a big Lin fanboy. The truth of the matter is, in this matchup, Focus is better, and has been better for quite a while now. Hex against the Keeper, does he... Instant surround. Instant surround against the column right there. God damn, he's got such a hot hand right now. Getting mana burned a bit. Forcing the demon away. Solo experience with the shadow. I think he stayed out of range on purpose.
A player's forces
Give a bit more to the shadow here. This is just a disaster game for life. Golly golly gosh. Focus playing great this game, Chad is saying. Yeah, I agree. Really, really well done. Life now miles behind. Ring of Radiant is alright, but not the best late game item. It's at level 3 at least. No, it is. Okay. Even gets that level 3, but not extremely early. Got a big mana here for the Shadow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Got the Raider Walker on the way. Tech has finally begun to tier 3. And Snare. Is that a surround? Focus right now cannot miss. Hex to do something. Hex the Keeper. No invo pass. The Raider goes down, but also the Demon is dead. And of course, that's a much bigger kill. Oh! He stole the last hit, didn't he? Oh, he stole the last hit with a Keeper. Oh my god. One right click. Stole the last hit of the big creep. It's a huge experience swing, actually. Still, though, position seems not good for life. GG. Absolute destruction here on map 3. Jesus. 8-minute 40. We didn't even really get to a full mid-game here. That was expertly done by Focus, as we have come to expect from him. As mentioned in this matchup, he is just something else. An inspiration, a beacon for all the orcs in the world struggling against the elves. Focus has cracked the code. He knows how to beat him. He knows how to do it reliably and in style, impressively, and on a regular basis. Recent results between the two. We can take a look at that. We mentioned now a couple of times the 4-0 yesterday by Focus. Prior to that, in the same tournament, we had a 3-0 by Life. Before that, a 5-0 by Focus. Look at all these one-sided games. 2 wins for Life. We had a draw even. Back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth they've been going all year long, pretty much. Has it been perfectly 50-50 this year? Life had a good stretch right here in March. 5 wins in a row. Another little stretch here. Maybe it's a little tiny bit Life favored this year, but basically 50-50. You don't often see Life lose a map that hard. That's true, actually. Normally when it comes to trading hits in the early game and being efficient with your heroes and with your execution, Life is normally always the guy to do it. Interesting that this early game went so wrong so quick, and it wasn't even a blade with insane items. Not on that map. Maybe keep the Ancient of War in the base to defend at the start. And early 4 Moonwells instead of Archers. That is very defensive. If you do that and you get attacked, it's great. But if you don't get attacked, it's terrible. You can't creep. You have no presence out on the map. I think that's too defensive. We've seen Night Elves defend better against that before. Something here I think just simply went wrong for Life. I'm sure on map 4, he's going to do better. And we're loading in right now. Springtime. It's going to be. Which I always feel like it's a really good map for Life. Really good map for Night Elves. Nice and tight, small map. You can creep the demon quickly to 2, pick up some items, get to bears, and then when you have the rejuve, keep the pressure on, keep fighting. Benefit from that huge healing with every new production cycle. Sometimes I wonder if we're gonna see a keeper game again one of these days, but today doesn't seem to be one of these days.
A player's forces are under attack.
As mentioned before, Colorful is waiting in the next round. Winner of this to be going up against the Chinese Night Elf, who has quite a similar style to Life, of course. Ring of Protection. This is not the best start this time for the Blade. Demon picking up 2 items here and level 2 quickly. He forfeits the middle of the map for a while. Calls are good. Cloak not so much. Blade could get the next item here at the knoll. And the Demon nicely benefiting here from the level 2 advantage. Of course, with the Ancient of War creep, always a bit faster on that level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ah, nice touch here. Blade waits for the Demon to get to the shop, then he goes for Circlet and does, to make the Demon take a bit more damage from the creeps. Waste a bit more of his time. Very high level play, of course, between these two here. Don't know if you guys are aware, but these two are clearly, I would say, the 2 best players of their respective race in this matchup. Night Elf versus Orc, this is the pinnacle. With double Circlet, that's a heavy investment in the early game. 400 gold. Ooh, and the staff in from the Demon. Oh, stabs into a surround. He's got the cloak, though. Oh my god, the cloak is actually valuable. Cloak is actually valuable for once. I've never seen this before. Archers were spotted. Dust is there. The Demon is stuck here. What's he gonna do? You don't want to TP away, but maybe you have to. What a weird game state.
A player's forces are under attack.
Last game, 3 archers died in the early game. That normally never happens. It was a disaster. This Demon is just staying over here. What is going on? Ancient of War is walking back home to defend. This means no creeping later here, I guess. Okay, Demon trying to pull the creeps with the archer, but it doesn't work. Oh my god. He moved too early. Oh, dude, I would be so frustrated if I was live here. But maybe it's not as bad as it looks. Because he didn't really lose anything. The archers still all alive. Maybe he lost a wisp or 2, but it shouldn't be too bad either.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude, the staff is off cooldown. He's been stuck here for 90 seconds. Now he can staff out again. That is ridiculous. Oh, grunts. Get another archer kill. GG! What a weird game that was. And a quick one. 5:30. Never seen that before. Staffing in for the creepjack, getting stuck, getting surrounded. Demon just disarmed, disabled for such a long time. Again, losing so many archers. He has to stop these archer losses. But of course, against a player of Focus's caliber, It ain't easy. It ain't easy. We're going to play out map 5 regardless. Twisted Meadows going to be our 5th map. But we know Colorful's opponent already. It is going to be Focus. This is the Pinnacle XD. Alright, good point. It didn't look like the Pinnacle right there, but it is, guys. It is. This was just a fluke, okay? The last 2 games were a fluke. Normally life is way, way, way better than this. Maybe he had a bad oyster today or something. I don't know. Not the showing we normally get to see from live. Map 1, he looked great. But yeah, today, Focus will be the victor. I wonder if Colorful has some lessons to draw. Maybe he has learned where not to staff. I think it's also funny sometimes, you know? Sometimes weird things can happen in pro games. We've seen thousands of Warcraft games. Don't know about you guys, but I wish I knew. I wish I knew how many games of Warcraft I've seen. I feel like it must be 10,000 minimum. How many was it? I can't really say. I can't really say, but it has been many, many, many thousands. You know who I think has seen the most Warcraft games in history? Is Elvenstar. Don't know if that name says anything to you guys, but he is a replay moderator on War 3 Info, and he already was a replay moderator in the old days on, what was it called? Replayers.com or something? And that guy back then used Walk TV like crazy, nowadays Flow TV. I feel like he might be the one who has seen most Warcraft games out of anybody on the planet. Would you love your girlfriend if she was a night elf? Man, it's a tough question. I hope that day never comes. It's gonna be a hard thing to overcome, to be honest with you. I hope the Lord won't test me in such a way. Better than an orc girlfriend? Hell no. Hell no. Orc way better. If you look throughout the Warcraft community, Warcraft players, Warcraft streamers have for the most part been the kindest, least complaining people out there. Grubby, Knopf, many others. I feel like orcs are always very honorable. Honorable, decent folk. Good, decent people, you know? The orc woman in the Warcraft movie was pretty hot. Yes, she was. I forgot her name, but yes, she was. But it was so weird that in the Warcraft movie, the male orcs looked like real orcs with CGI and stuff. The orcs actually looked amazing. I feel like that was the only really good thing about the movie. But the orc women, they just looked like human women with like makeup and some pointy ears and green skin. Oh, you meant literally? Ah, I thought a Night Elf player and not a Night Elf race thing. I mean, that's a hypothetical that I cannot entertain. I feel like that just doesn't make sense. Okay, I misunderstood. Sorry. My bad. In this early game, we're on the item hunt. And I told you guys, Focus loves going to this merc camp in the first nighttime. And go for the first Bursey.
A player's forces are under attack.
I would easily date a real night elf. They're so cool. Says Mr. Moonstruck. Yep. That literally is your nickname, isn't it? Struck by the moon. Struck by the people of the moon. Struck by a night elf, yep. That checks out. It's the dwarves that go swimming with little hairy women, yo! Thunderpaw. That is a Lord of the Rings quote from the extended edition. My man. It was a shame we never saw dwarven women in Lord of the Rings. We did, of course, see them in Rings of Power, but we all know the Rings of Power is just absolute utter garbage, so we will not take that seriously. Also, in the Lord of the Rings, they say that the dwarven women have beards, right? But they don't have beards in Rings of Power, do they? Pretty sure they don't.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pretty slow early game here. Not too much creeping. Oh, is he gonna go for double Bursey? I feel like if you go double Bursey, you might have a bit too much piercing damage against the bears that are coming up later. Oh, that looks like double Bursey though.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the burrow finishes. The wife of Durin has a beard. Oh shit, really? Hold on. We gotta Google that. Rings of Power, wife of Durin. No, she doesn't. No beard.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon now level 3. Late master items. Unspectacular so far. Oi! But now that changes. 12 Halas boots. That is the single best item for the blade on the map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Clarity running. Time to go scouting. But where to look? Such a big map. Where to look for the Night Elf? He sees the Ancient of War, perhaps, going to the shop. The demon's over here. Double ring. Circlets. One of Mana Steel. Items are alright.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Plus 10 Agi Blade. Pretty scary. And meanwhile, push also into the Orc base. Burrow saved, however, with a quick repair. And of course, with how heavily the demon was creeping, it's only level 1 mana burn here. He had level 2 Immolation. Big prize right here, the Warlord. I'm sure Focus would love to get this item. Heal scroll picked up, getting ready for the fight.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, steal might be possible here. Oh, never mind. Scourge Bone Chimes. Ensnares on cooldown at the moment. Not for long. Naturally crept already. Focus says thank you. Doesn't have to get over there. Can just set up the expansion and go for the red camp instead.
Opposing forces are under attack.
Life is starting to look very bad on the items. He's got double ring. That's nice, but he's got like nothing else. Just a circlet on the keeper. And I'm surprised it's not on the demon. Okay, big item here. Many good items possible right now. Kaga's Gem of Health. It's pretty good. It's not by any means the best item here, but pretty good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gonna keep it? Oh, no, he doesn't. Does the gem, gets the TP, base attack incoming. Does Life have a TP? Yes, he does. Should have time to get the red camp item here before teleporting back home. Staff of Silence for him. Is that good? Well, he sells it. Doesn't seem to think it's good. He would have loved a Gem of Health, by the way. For the demon, that's one of the most insane items.
A player's forces are under attack.
Peon Slide is in the right spot. We had a crazy game a couple of days ago where we also played on this map. It was Focus versus Colorful. And Colorful just camped on one base for the longest time. Focus at some point was at 3 bases, had 100 supply, 3 heal scrolls, oh no, 4 heal scrolls. But Colorful still won that game with very highly upgraded bears. 2-3, and a very strong Demon Hunter. I imagine this game must still be fresh in Focus's memory.
A player's forces are under attack.
Life would have to wait and bank and upgrade and take his time for a long while. The demon items aren't that good, by the way. He's got decent items, but nothing amazing. Belt is good. Also not amazing, though. The amazing items are Kaga's Gem of Health, Ring +5, Talisman of Evasion, Quel'Thalas. $20 supply lead for Focus here. Love to take a fight right now.
Player's forces are under attack.
We don't have Pillage, but Raider attack still effective against these Moonwells, forcing the TP home once again. And the next heal scroll for the Shadow. Focus still with a bit of gold left over. Oh, making an AP here, actually. Life starting to get, trying to get ahead with upgrades. Gonna have 1-2 soon. Now we go in. Hit the end snares with the Kodos. Gets one Devour there with ease. Life calls it GG. That was surprisingly one-sided, wasn't it? last 3 maps were all clearly going to focus. After the first map looked so different. Almost seems like a bit of an off day, maybe, for life. Focus the clear victor today. We knew already earlier he was going to be the next opponent for Colorful. It's going to be another Play All 5 series coming our way. And Focus is looking for revenge here. By the way, as mentioned, tomorrow the WSB Season 6 begins. Again, this is the tournament that we're sadly not allowed to cast live, but we're going to be doing the VOD replay casts of WSB Season 6. And we have our bracket for WSB Season 6. 1-0 versus Moon. Banger. Moon has been doing surprisingly well there lately. Sock versus Colorful. Banger. Kao Chimiko. Banger. Focus versus Hazy. I'm afraid this is going to be very one-sided, but these other 3 matches are fantastic. Looking forward to that a lot. Because the games happen tomorrow, we're going to be able to do the VOD replay casts starting on Wednesday. But I'm actually, I got Wednesday off, so going to be starting that on Thursday. Is the tournament ending on Friday again? It does quite often. Yeah, on Friday. Wait. We're going to have WSB and B Cup Super Cup on the same day. B Cup Super Cup is the big tournament starting on Friday with a $10,000 prize pool. More, actually. $15,000 prize pool. That's pretty crazy. Oh, and we got the next lobby invite. Got the vetoes done here pretty quickly. Can Focus keep this form up? When he plays his best, absolutely incredible. Especially against Night Elf. But as we saw in the upper bracket of War 3 Champions Season Finals, not always able to bring his very best. Some luck is, of course, always involved in Warcraft 3 with RNG, but also just with, you know, educated guesses you sometimes have to make. Sometimes you walk into a position and you happen to be in the right spot. Sometimes you don't. Even without item and crit RNG, there's still luck in the game. In any game. Perhaps that also has a role to play. Why didn't life quickly pump beyond 50 once he saw Focus's expansion? I think he felt like he didn't have a window to win around 60 supply. It's a big map, it's hard to get that push going properly. Maybe he felt like he needs to creep the whole map, get perfect items, get super high level heroes, camp and sit and upgrade the bears heavily. If you have very strong bear army with really good upgrades, you can beat 100 supply with 80 supply. It's possible. We saw it just a couple of days ago. And in that series, that indeed was the last series, 100 Supply versus 80, where Focus lost with the 100. That was their last series between Focus and Colorful. This was him losing that series, Focus losing that series. But with that, here today, Focus is looking for revenge. Colorful hasn't been the most successful in the top-level competition lately. He hasn't been one of the big competitors for title wins. Oh! But a big contribution here by Fel Golem. Says Maze Williams is going to win the cup. Just wait. Who's Maze Williams? Wait. The actress from Game of Thrones? Dear Mr. Fel Golem, I don't know what you're trying to say, but thank you very, very much for the contribution. Is there any command to see the stats of this tournament? This is just a show match. But if you're looking to see information about the Gladiator Cup,
forces are under attack.
then I can give you a link on Wikipedia, where we have all the different show matches in the show match series listed. Ring of Protection here, looking like a good start so far. Give the demon some slippers, and then he's going to be off to the races. Both players going for a fast level 2 creep route here. Demon, of course, always a little bit quicker. Could go for the circlet and dust here if he wanted to.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, slippers with the blade, nice. A little bit of extra damage, some bonus attack speed. I thought Nidals were prioritizing a lot, getting the circlet and the dust lately, but I guess not doing that here. Life also didn't do that too much earlier, when it seemed like especially Life did that so much in recent times. Where's the blade going? It's creeping the Nerubian web spinner. Okay, this one's really frail. 0 armor, 350 hit points. Gets the replenish. I think he was hoping rather for scouting items. Ooh, Dust did not see the sentry ward. Very close. Nice sentry position by Colorful right here. Another ring bought for the demon. 11 armor now. Very good. And claws for the blade.
A player's forces are under attack. Sentry ward now removed, but that means no more reveal against the archers.
The main base blade gonna be going for a wisp hunt. Plus 10 damage. Quite good indeed. There's a new direct strike patch. They added Naga? Really? Wait, is that true? I am on the direct strike Discord,
The town is
but I
under
saw
siege.
no announcement. Ah, no, you're right.
Players'
Oh, no, you're
forces
right.
are under attack.
I'm waiting for it to be on War 3 Champions, though. It's not yet on War 3 Champions. But that's cool. Looking forward to the Naga. Oh, it's now on War 3 Champions. Oh, shit. Oh, champ. Yes, and it's terrible. What do you mean it's terrible? The units are very weak. Anyways, let's get back to this here. Got a little creep jack. Focus very aggressive across the map. Feeling strong with this Blade Master, understandably so. Stole the big heal potion here. That's huge. That would have been so good for the demon. But that one changing hands, that's actually a huge deal. That should mean that every mid-game fight will be won by focus because of this steal.
Players' forces are under attack.
Hellstone here for the demon. That is also a fantastic item. Even better, you might say. Ooh, double catch right here. Hex and snare. There's nothing you can do about it. Oh, this lore.
The town is under siege.
Looks like it might be in trouble. Oh, look at the little wisp. Trying to hide. Became a little rat. Wisp taken out as well. Always getting a bunch of kills, but not creeping on the Shadow Hunter. Not leveling up the second hero. The heal wave might be under-leveled here for a while. But then again, Demon isn't even level 3 yet. Later with level 2 crit. In fact, here. Not wind block.
Players' forces are under attack.
Just for the scroll. Selling the gloves. That's sad to see. Gloves are actually really good for the blade when he has a strong inventory already. But yeah, the consumables now are also amazing on the blade. Can give the scroll maybe to the shadow. Found the ring plus 5 here. Good item. A really good item. Demon is looking tanky. Lots of HP and armor. Blade sold the ring.
The players'
Really?
forces are under attack.
Okay then. Expo's coming up, but it feels a bit late. Another 2 minutes here till that one's done. $13 armor demon, 900 hit points. There's a tanky fella right there. Oh, the first walker goes down right away. What the hell? That normally doesn't happen. But also the first beer getting devoured. And snare flies. Both heroes in a bit of trouble here. Big heal potion used. And the health stone on the other side. Rejuve is huge here. And there's no mana for the dispel. Oh, that's looking good for colorful right now, isn't it? Heal scroll though. Demon's still in a bit of trouble, but there's a staff. But there's the end snare. The timing is perfect on the end snare. It's a huge kill here on the first hero. That was just a split second away from the staff save. And then I think Colorful would have had the lead here. Slim margins making the difference. Oh, Dryads, where you going? Oh, that was a big mistake. Miss-microing the army. That's 2 free kills.
Forces are under attack.
Colorful couldn't afford that after that hero loss.
Town is under siege.
Then again, he's even in supply, but right now in this fight doesn't seem to have too much. Potion, heal wave. We got 3 raiders on the field. One more ensnare ready. The 2 raiders are gonna be falling here. Lovely master. Damn, he's looking strong. All the dryads taken out though. No dispel anymore. No slow anymore. Oh, another hex is again dangerous. Passing an item. Inward potion it is. Good mana burn on the shadow. Needs that mana potion for the next heal. Crit and almost a kill. The staff is this time there. There's the ensnare. So many kills of focus here. I think this might be it for map 1. Oh, he went just a bit too late. But Colorful lost everything. My goodness, he lost so much. Another beer getting digested meanwhile inside the Kodo's stomach. Oi, and that crit cuts the deer in half. GG is called and Focus with his 5th map win in a row today. What a fantastic day today and yesterday have been for Focus so far. Yesterday, of course, winning the championship of War 3 Champions Season 24 finals. And continuing his winning ways today. He is the favorite going up against Colorful here. But Colorful, of course, cannot be underestimated. As mentioned before, the last series between the two did go to Colorful. And that was a very close EO5 game. If Focus now goes up 2-0 in this Play-All 5, then chances of a Colorful win will be very slim. Focus makes Orc versus Night Elf look easy. Yo, Danger, the legend in the chat, man. Great to see you. I still remember when we were in China together. I will never forget your delicious. I've told the story so many times where you told me about the chupacabra before. One of my favorite memories from China. Remo, did you see the games from yesterday? Yes, I did. I skimmed through some of them, but I saw them all. Greetings from Peru. Yo, man, hope you're doing good. Yeah, Focus. He is, like I said earlier, he is the hero for the Orcs right now. He's the beacon that shines the light, that shows the way of how to play against Night Elf. Nobody does it better than him. Where were you, bro? If you're referring to like 2 weeks ago, I was on vacation for 2 weeks. Been back for like a week now. You always gotta be careful about the chupacabra. Yeah, man. I learned that from you. Nasty, nasty chupacabra. You know, come to think of it, Doesn't the Quillbeast look a lot like a Chupacabra? Wait. I guess it looks more like a pig, but sort of, right? Wait. Wait. Side by side comparison. Huh? Eh, this one looks more horror-like. Yeah, maybe not exactly. Little bit, maybe. Those spikes. I can see it. Okay, map 2. We are on Hammerfall. I imagine this map should work out a lot better for Colorful. I always feel like, and have felt for a long time, that Northern Isles is a really good map for Orc. Home, perhaps, to the Frostwolf clan. Blade versus Demon here, of course. Once again. Both are again gonna try to build as strong of a hero as they can. Levels are important. Items are very important.
A player's forces are under attack. Forces are under attack.
No speed scroll this time, just the double cells for focus. Stands for a great demon inventory right here. Claw's good, cloak is not. Colorful knows the blade isn't creeping here, thanks to the Wisp Scout, so... worried where the blade might be going. The blade is being, in fact, very aggressive. Oh, last hit here would have been big on the elemental. But he's in the main base! Hunting after wisps. Good save so far. Wisps kept alive. The moon juice is going to be running out pretty quickly here, of course. We get nighttime around the corner. You know what I would love to know from the original Warcraft devs, by the way? When and how was it decided that nighttime begins at 3 minutes 20? Right now. Isn't that a really weird, uneven time to begin nighttime? So, day-night cycles are 4 minutes. 4 minutes per day, 4 minutes per night. Did it just start with a full daytime, but then they felt like nighttime came too late? And Night Elf Moonwell healing took too long to arrive? Was that the reason, or was there another reason? Why is it exactly 3 minutes 20? That's the random shit I would love to know. Who was the game director again for Warcraft 3 back in the day? I think it was Rob Pardo, right? I gotta send Rob Pardo an email. Maybe he remembers.
A player's forces are under attack.
Often the answer is just because. True. Very often just a random number was assigned and then that stuck. I do remember watching an interview some years ago where they explained the upkeep system. And they said the main reason they went for an upkeep system was because without upkeep system, the armies just became so huge naturally. Everyone went to 100 supply quickly. And then the armies were so big that the heroes felt not as significant. And in smaller armies, the heroes made up more of the army percentage-wise, and they felt more significant. So they tried to disincentivize huge armies. Funny, right? They didn't think about tactical relevance, about upkeep management, about resource optimization. They just didn't want to have that many big armies. So there we go. There's the upkeep system.
Players' forces are under attack.
Without upkeep, playing defensively and only creeping is a dominant strategy. I don't agree with that. Like, upkeep only matters after, like, 10 minutes in the game. And the first 10 minutes in the game are hugely important already. Most of the game gets decided before upkeep. I would say. Oh, big last hit here. Goes to the demon. Item as well. Claws +8. Demon is looking fantastic here, by the way. In comes the Hex, though. That is scary. Seems like he may have to use that TP to get away with the next Hex coming. There was danger. But this demon is looking hella strong. Gonna be a formidable foe this game. Focus's items are looking a lot weaker. Seems like Focus is playing on the back foot here on map 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Play here. Lots of damage taken. Wand of the Wind. Most likely a very bad item against Dryad Dispel.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice little catch. Big run for free. Hellofoot surprisingly far across the map. Feeling, I think, confident because of his strong inventory. Rightfully so. Focus is behind on levels, behind on items. Looks to be a great position for Colorful here. He's going heavy on Dryads. Going tier 3, but holding off on bears for a long time. Big last hit. Big item right here. Alright, with the end snare, the fight kicks off. We got the Hex being dispelled quickly by the Dryads, so also the Wand of the Wind can't do too much. In fact, it's been sold already. Level 2 Immolation here, using no mana burn so far. Rather spending the mana on the damage from the Immolation. I think that makes sense. And it ends up being sniped one by one. Archers, of course, easy to kill, but the Dryads will remain, at least some of them. Down here on the blade, and he's dead! Giga! Demon Hunter. Giga Chad Demon. Amazing items. Once more, I say this one is a clear piece of evidence of how important items are. Creep routes, item gathering, inventory on the first hero. Perhaps the most important thing right now in Night Elf vs. Orc. And there, of course, a bit of luck is involved as well. We got our series tied up 1-1 once more. With that, we're down to a best of 3. And springtime to be our next map. The map pool always looks pretty similar as well in Night Elf Orc. We see Autumn Leaves a lot. We see Concealed Hill a lot as well. Hammerfall. Not really Last Refuge. That one is vetoed most of the time. Northern Isles, yes. Dread Exile, absolutely not. We never see this map, ever. Springtime, a lot. Tidehunters, not that much, but a decent amount. And also Twisted Meadows, quite a bit. I think I've never seen Walk vs. Night Elf on Shattered Exile. I mean, there must have been like 1 or 2 games. Basically never. I don't even know who vetoes that map. Who vetoes Shattered Exile all the time? My orc knowledge is not yet good enough to talk about that. Curious. Luck is a factor in this game. Yes, sir, it is. I think luck is a factor in every game. Like, even in chess, I think there's still luck. Sometimes you make a move that might be improper, but your opponent may fall for it. Sometimes you take a risk and it pays off, or it doesn't pay off. That is also, I would say, a little bit of luck. In football, sometimes you do a bicycle kick, and 80% of the time, you never land that shot, but sometimes you do. Dude, I have not seen a single game of the Football World Cup so far. But, starting tomorrow is semifinals, right? Tomorrow and Wednesday, semifinals. I think I'm gonna watch those with some friends. Late arrival to the Football World Cup. Dude, I totally forgot, by the way. I thought there was only 3 games left in the Football World Cup. Semifinals and Grand Final. I totally forgot they also have a 3rd place decider match. And I will definitely not be watching that. I think 3rd place decider matches are so boring. The World Cup is rigged, so there is no point. Rigged! Rigged! Rigged means they have predetermined who's gonna win, and everything is corrupt. And there's a big conspiracy to make sure the right team wins. Is that what you're saying? Or are you rather saying FIFA is corrupt and they're doing things in a shady way? With that, I certainly agree. It's ridiculous how corrupt they've become. It's kind of funny, actually. But to say that it's rigged in a sense that the winner has been predetermined. That I think that's crazy. I can't believe that. Yeah, there is, like, even me, I'm not at all a football fan. I don't really, you know, enjoy the sport that much. I watch very rarely. And I know almost nothing about football. But even me and everyone out there, all the, you know, people without any knowledge, it's so clear to see how much fuckery is going on with FIFA. It is sad and hilarious at the same time. Don't you guys think it's funny? Like how insanely corrupt they are? Giving Trump a peace prize from FIFA. I mean, that's like an episode of South Park. That is kind of amazing. It is hilarious.
A player's forces are under attack.
Passive creeping here from Colorful at the start. Pretty good items. And a quick level 2 as well. Blade Master here, as always, hoping for those slippers. Quick Circlet and Dust for the Demon Hunter here. Pretty heavy investment early. 275 gold from the shop.
Player's forces are under attack.
But mana burns. Blade completely out of mana already. With that, all the wisps in the main base should be pretty much safe now. Just the archers taking a bit of damage from the grunt, but we got nighttime now. We can Shadow Meld and also Moon Juice regen. Starts kicking in. So the archer's hiding here. He's got the dust ready. There it is. That one archer does seem doomed. Dust seem doomed, you might say. Ha ha ha. Wait, can you save her? Yeah, possible. We had some games earlier today where Life lost 3 archers in the early game, which is very, very uncommon for him. Uncharacteristic. Life seemed to have a bit of an off day today. If Colorful wins this map here, could have a good chance. Really good chance. Speed scroll though, to secure one more kill. It's that, and that's level 2. Colorful now with the risk. Going for the Magi right here. Ooh, if that item goes to focus, that will be a disaster. Windwalk ready in a second. Got it now. Surround against the demon. What's he going to use to get out here? TP it is. Got the big invul. Costing the TP. Rest of the camp goes to focus. Focus again in the right spot to punish. Doesn't quite get the item, but he gets the next best thing. And with no TP on Colorful, you may have to play very passive, which could open the door for an easy Orc Expo. We have to say though, blade items are looking pretty weak so far. This is minimal equipment at this point.
A player's forces are under attack.
Colorful will be allowed though to keep the Furbolg over here. Gonna get him close to level 3. Big item. I think the best item here is Scourge Bone Chance, right? There's a lot of good ones possible. Oh, there it is! Sure, Bone Jams, baby. Hell yeah. Blade shows up, got the level 2 wind walk. Not enough for the next one though. Next Turbo Creep. This one also carries the big item. Ensnare, looking for the surround. Locks it in. Ooh, staff out. Nice staff, but the mana potion. Hex, actually. And of course, the TP's gone. But he's got the Invul Potion. I need to use that right here. Speed scroll on the shadow. He's hold positioning. There's no way he can kill him. Dude, that's a big Invul. What? What? Oh, focus. Oh. This might be a big throw. Oh, focus Throkus. What was this? Entangle on the Shadow Hunter for a possible kill. And Snare gets that kill. He needed that kill bad. Oh my god, he took so much damage from that surround. Hex again. Hoping for that crit. Hoping for that crit. Doesn't get it. One heal wave ready. And Snare cooling down. I feel like that was a little too daring with the hold position against the Invuln, but Focus does recover. A lesser orc here would have completely crumbled, but he gets kills, big kills in return on the Keeper and the Dryads.
A player's forces are under attack.
Focus's army, though, also left in disarray. Hardly any units left. Hoping for something good finally for the blade. Ah, nothing good for the blade, but the rope is good for the shadow. Oh, look at the demon! Oh my god, he is looking fantastic. Ring and talisman. Got the Scourge Bone Chimes as well. Colorful is favored. I'm gonna say it. Better items equals better position. Quite often, at least, in this matchup. Second circlet here is good, though, for the blade. Okay, next chance for a big blade item. Huh? Is that a surround?
A player's forces are under attack.
Now it is. Nice little creep pull right here by Colorful. Magnetor forced far away from his home. Dryad slow. Ooh, Khadga's Pipe. Again, not good for the blade, but good for much of the rest of the army. Very, very good. Okay, best item here, Helm of Valor. Oi! Hood of Cunning. Also good for the demon. Actually quite good when you're playing Immolation. This is a really good item. Second best, I would say. Blade finally got the claws. Oh, tome, tome, tome. Yeah, get that tome, buddy. What? Ah, finally.
A player's
Thank you.
forces are under attack.
Suddenly the blade is looking a lot better. Undergeared for a long time, but patience pays off. At that level 4 as well. The parry app isn't really good, but everything else, indeed, very nice. double Talisman of Evasion. That does not stack, so gonna have to sell one of these.
A player's forces are under attack.
Aiming for that keeper, maybe. If he doesn't get that kill, the rest of the army is going to be in bad shape. Shadowhunter, by the way, really out of position. Oh, this is an awkward fight for focus right now. Does not have a speed scroll to reposition here. Seems like a good start. Colorful so far. Gets the walker right there. Photo got a devour off though. Grunts falling, Raiders falling. GG! Maybe a bit over-aggressive by focus here. Across the map, pushing into the enemy base. If you do that with a TP or a speed scroll, I think it's a different story, but didn't have that. No chance for that expo to pay off. No time. And with that, Colorful takes the lead, doing better than live today. 2 map wins already. And 1 more for the W. Two more maps is what we have in store today. Gonna be back tomorrow with... Actually, I don't know what's gonna be happening. WSB starting tomorrow, the main event. But again, we're not allowed to cast WSB live, so we're gonna have to start covering that on Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to Tidehunter next. Oh, no break at all. Jumping into it right away. Here we go. Colorful with a chance to claim the win here already. Or if Focus takes it now, we're gonna go to a 5th map decider. I gotta get some water real quick, my friends. I'll be right back. Alrighty. What do we got? What do we got?
A player's forces are under attack.
Late versus Demon Hunter opening. Of course. A little bit of immolation creeping here to again look for that fast level 2. Oh, Blade being very aggressive here, but he's too late for the item. Very unlucky for Colorful. Oh, big last hit. Big last hit right here. Oh, the Blade gets it. Oh, that's huge. Level 2 denied. Didn't even go for the circlet, by the way. Blade without circlet, holding a TP. Now that's a very unusual sight. Nice wisp juggle. Quick reaction by Colorful. And there's no mana burn yet, so next Windwalk can be used. And that archer might be dead. Waiting for nighttime. 5 seconds. Oh! Oh! Can he save her? Ah! Shadow Melt! Yo! Yo! All that effort. All that effort to lose the archer. That was a 6 save by Colorful, though. At least it cost a reveal as well. Tech difference is heavily favoring the orc here. Big last hit. Really big last hit. Blade Master comes up the shadows. Now both first heroes in trouble. Demon knows he's going to have to TP, I guess, but he's going to get the creep item and grunt. Now that's a W. They've got the other little turtle. Demon didn't get too lucky with the items here. Double gloves, gauntlets. Certainly not ideal. Claws now for the blade. But he got that grunt kill. Only a single archer lost in this early game. Wisp setting up for the block. Next grunt kill might be possible right here. Pretty sure that grunt's dead. 2 grunts lost in the early game. That normally never happens. Oh, didn't deny him either. That looks like a disaster. Archer coming in with the block, saving the friend. And that's 2 archers saved. Damn, Colorful. Can he keep him alive? The answer is yes. Yeah, this is a terrible spot for focus. 2 grunt losses, that is devastating. 1 grunt loss you can get away with, but 2? 2, you say? Really good play here by Colorful. In the right position, ready to punish any big risks. Very well done. Shadowhunter showing up. Does not bring an item at the moment. Scroll the beast. Largely wasted, I think. Here comes the shadow. Okay, the blade is too hurt to fight against the archers. Oh, speaking of archers, though, they might be over chasing a little bit here. We'll get the keeper now in. There's the entangle, waiting for the hex. There's that. Where's the demon? Returning from the Moonwells. Moonjuice is indeed looking slim, to be honest. Undenied. Lots and lots of losses in this early game. And I'm not 100% sure who that's better for. Replenish potion. Pretty nice right here. Picks up the invuln immediately. Demon is level 3 first. Pendant of energy. Pretty unlucky. I guess that's the worst item. Two against 3-1 levels. And the blade is still pretty far away from his own level 3. Night Elf with a clear supply lead. Colorful here in prime position to win this map, win this series. Would make it 2 wins in a row against Focus. Which is so hard to do right now, with how good Focus is against elves. Really cool to see that Colorful, after all these years, still is amazing in this matchup especially. I would say in all other matchups, he's not really world-class anymore. But here he is. Oh, big last hit and item. Item goes to the blade, but last hit to the Night Elf. Wand of the Wind found. Blade entangled. Item on the ground right there. What's that? Ring of Regen. That's okay. Focus gets away. Invoke potions here also going to be really important. Only one shop. I would say the blade needs them more than the demon. Especially if the demon has tanky inventory. But he doesn't have that so far. Maybe now it's time for the expansion for Focus finally. He's gonna have to go for level 2 crit on level 3 for sure.
Player's forces are under attack.
Claws, alright. Blade starting to get there. Ooh, and Focus going for the granite. Trying to keep this optimally. Take almost no damage. Level 3. Ancient Django and Big Agitone +2 as well there, by the way. Demon items are pretty bad. Just a little bit of bonus HP. This is poor inventory. Strong army for Colorful, but not really strong heroes. I mean, he's got the levels. He's got so much gold as well. My god. I think you should buy some items from this market. There must be some rings in here. Oh, Agitome, let's go.
A player's forces are under attack.
Invo for the demon, heal scroll for Focus. Colorful still with a supply lead here. 1-1 upgrades, also there he's got the lead. Seems to be quite the even position so far. Of course, if Focus holds, has the Expo running, he's gonna take the lead. Little tiny bits more creeping here. That item? Ring, alright. 70 supply for Colorful. He's got a huge army here. Bringing Wisps. This is very much all in.
A player's forces are under attack.
And in we go. First Kodo taking a lot of damage immediately from these Dryads, of course. Trying to be pulled back. Wave to keep it fairly healthy, but the Kodo taking lots of damage. Hex to slow down the Demon Hunter. Big mana burn against this Shadow. 2 bears have been eaten. Another Kodo is coming in. Another bear goes down. Second speed scroll. Nice speed scroll here. Gets the Kodo out of harm's way. Blade in the meantime is taking a lot of damage. No potion going to be necessary here, I imagine, pretty soon. Taking so much damage here, doesn't use it! Overwhelmed, Focus was microing off to the side. Losing the blade and losing everything else as well. That's GG. And Colorful, our winner today in the second show match. 3-1. Our 5th map will also be played out, as always, in this tournament format. Or show match format, rather. Colorful. Twice in a row against Focus. Crazy. He seems to be his kryptonite. Somehow at the moment. Again, Colorful. He's just goddamn amazing in this matchup especially. Struggling more in other matchups right now, but against Orc, he's always been so good. One last map for us today. That's going to be Twisted Meadows. Many orcs prefer to veto Twisted, but I know that Focus has, for a long time, enjoyed playing Twisted quite a bit. Loves going to the Merc camps at nighttime, go for a Berserker, maybe even double Berserker. The last map here is still worth additional prize money, so still worth fighting for. This is where the two had that crazy game in their last encounter. Also a show match where Focus had 100 supply, 3 bases, Raider Walker Kodo, and he lost with 4 heal scrolls. Against Colorful was just sitting on 1 base, camping, upgrading, getting strong bears. At the end of the game, building once a huge army. Maybe Focus should have just played hit and run, base lane. When you have 3 versus 1 base, that is a big advantage you can play with. Focus there felt sure of victory, but surely it was not his to be. Today, again, victory is not his. Not in this series, but against Life, he was victorious. Interesting, when normally we think that Life is by far the best Night Elf in the world right now, and also by far the best Night Elf against Orc. Colorful in the ELO standings. He's only rank 15. That's kind of low. Just barely ahead of Lawlight, Starbuck, Infi, Hazy. Whereas Focus right now is in rank 4. Highest ranked Orc in the world. Wait, Kaho is number 1 right now, really? Kaho ahead of Life right now is the highest Night Elf. I feel like Kaho has looked quite good lately. He's been looking amazing with especially Warden against Human, I feel like. There's also 1 or 2 games where Kaho defeated 1-0, if I remember right. Did you ever play Battle for Middle-earth? Play that back in the day? I don't think so. Don't believe I did. Alright, here we are. Last map today on this hot summer Monday. Dude, it is so hot in this apartment right now. I looked at my thermometer, and it's at 29 degrees, bro. Inside. Gonna have to get a cool glass of water. after this game here. But first, we want to find out who's going to take this final map. Are we ever going to see Warden versus Orc? I surely don't think so. Warden has some potential against Undead. But Orc is so good against the Warden's damage. Against Warden, you always want to have healing to make sure the Warden doesn't get easy kills. And Orc has heal selves to reliably heal in the early game. They have tanky units to begin with. They can save their peons into burrows. And, perhaps best of all, they have speed scroll against Shadow Strike in the early game.
A player's forces are under attack.
So yeah, Warden, I cannot really see. Demon Hunter is by far the best Knight of Hero that we have, and he is trusted with all the responsibilities right now. Good old rock golem trick right here. If you get Quel'Thalas boots, this is such an insane start for the blade. Chances are pretty low. Gotta be careful about the deny here. No deny. Item picked up. Ring of the Archmagi, also very good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hex and Ensnare are lethal to her too. Oh yeah, true, I forgot about that. When you're ensnared, you cannot blink. Which is really bad for the Warden.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, trying to block the demon here. To stop the burrow cancel. Nice little surround into burrow save. Will he cancel the burrow here, I wonder? Seemingly not. Alright. Good little win for focus right there. Got the stronger items as well. Demon items pretty bad here so far. One of Mana Steel and Mantle of Intelligence. Cut off against the Bursey. Focus would have loved to get that Bursey. Sometimes it seems like the Berserker is Focus's favorite unit. No birthday stream by Neo. He did stream earlier in the day. Neo is preparing for a Lord of the Rings RTS tournament on Wednesday, I think that starts. So he was playing some Lord of the Rings RTS earlier in the day. Indeed, it is Neo's birthday today, in case you guys didn't.
A player's forces are under attack.
Next big item for the blade. Next chance for a great find. Ooh, Demon Doe right there. Over the Magi. Very nice. For the Shadow later. Shadow's about to join. How old is Neo? He is 37 today. Wait a minute. How did the frog get in here? Did you see that? It looks like the frog is trapped behind the boulders here. That means a ghoul can get in here. What the hell? Sorry. Let's take a look here. Item stolen by the Demon Hunter. Gets the Sobi mask. Oh, imagine! Dude, if the Shadow had gotten rope plus Sobi, that would have been insane. The rope gets sold, though. Instead, another circlet for the blade. He's got +7 all stats. That's pretty damn good.
player's
Poor
forces are
Shadowhunter.
under attack.
Disregarded. Okay, the frog escaped. So you can get in here, apparently, with small unit. Oh, well, well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, a bit of a creep jack or post creep jack. Some big mana burns here. All heroes low HP immediately. Focus has to fight with units only. Trying to go for the Bursey kill. Let's go the beast. Units are doing good damage, but the raider dies as well. Level 2 now in the shadow. A bit of healing was done thanks to the heal salves. There might be a grunt going down as well. Another big mana burn. What a day Colorful is having here. Wait, can he kill him? Oh, with the Spirit Link. Wait. Entangle ready in a moment. It's GG. Colorful with 4 maps in a row against Focus. The player who just won the Warcraft III Champions Season Finals yesterday with a 4-0 against Life, no less. Who the hell saw this result coming? Couple of things maybe going wrong for Focus this series. Maybe got a bit unlucky, but we don't want to detract from Colorful. He played amazing here. Played absolutely lights out. Wonderful. And Colorful, the winner here today. And I imagine Focus will want to have his revenge soon. Second loss in a row now for Focus against Colorful. All right, that was our last show match of the day. I think this is going to do it for us today, folks. I now say goodbye to you all. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you don't sweat too much, as I am doing. And we're going to be back here tomorrow. Have a wonderful time, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye-bye.